It's a profound tragedy. Muslims have zeal and love for God, but they're trapped in Islam, a religious system that keeps them in ignorance, preventing them from knowing the truth about the God who loves them. Christians have the message that Muslims need, but unfortunately, many Christians have a barrier to getting beyond the images of bombs and burqas to be able to engage lostness the same way that Jesus did. But when Muslims discover God's truth and become followers of Jesus, they're amazing, wonderful men and women of prayer, ready to share the gospel with their Muslim friends without regard to the costs. A few years ago, Cityteam International, a successful ministry to urban people in need, decided that it needed to be more effective in making disciples that would transform their own communities. We began to see that the answer was to intentionally make disciples the same way Jesus did. And dramatic things began to happen in places where the gospel had never gone before. We were praying for a miracle, actually for Miraculous Movements, but we never expected that some of the greatest early momentum would happen in the Muslim world. This book is about God using ordinary people to launch miraculous movements that can change communities around the world. And it's about the very simple biblical values and principles that can empower you to engage lostness where you live, making disciples who make disciples. And it's also the stories of former imams and sheikhs, and even a former terrorist or two, describing their amazing journeys now as followers of Jesus. This book, Miraculous Movements, is about hundreds of thousands of Muslims who are falling in love with Jesus. And it's a story that's just beginning. And it's our prayer that your life will be changed by this book.